Happy Thumbs Gaming. Big show.
Hey, what's up everybody? It's Brian with Happy Thumbs Gaming. Today we've got another LEGO Marvel Avengers video for you. This one happens to be Manhattan Hub number 3, the Forest Free Roam. That's right, you can tell on the right-hand side which collectibles we're going to be shooting for and where on the map we're going to be looking for. So you can see we're going to be on the northmost point of the area, as well as a little island just off to the northeast side of that. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and start here. Now, one of you made a comment earlier about the fact that something's up with his game. Every time he spawns, he has Iron Man and Thor. That's actually not true. Every time I spawn here, it changes the characters to some random people, but we always change them to Iron Man and Thor just to keep it consistent, so that'll kind of wrap that up. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and fly to the north side of the map, as we already kind of talked about in the opening sequence there. And as you can see, our first collectible is going to be a character token for the Swordsman. Now, we do have separate videos for some sequential missions that are scattered throughout this, like the Stan Lee in Perils, the Peggy Carter missions, or Agent Carter missions, as well as the Lou Ferrigno. And we're going to show you where the Stan Lee in Peril is. He happens to be right here on this rock. We've already saved him in our other video, so we don't really get to physically show you, but that's where he is. And we highly recommend you click the link down below to take you to our playlist and find that Stan Lee in Peril video if you're looking for Stan Lee's, so you can freely. All right, here's an Avenger facility here on the north point of the area, and just to the side there should be a mission here with was it Agent Williams? Yeah, Agent Williams. And basically he tells us there are some studs that pop up, and there is an arrow in silver studs and an arrow in gold studs. Now, the goal here is to simply follow the gold studs. You know why? Because we love gold. Now, having the attract studs red brick on might make this a little bit more difficult. As you can see, we're picking up studs when we're not even really that close to it. And really, you just kind of make a little lap around the area here. And if you follow the same pattern we did, you should have no problem finding that big stud pile. And in the end, he also gives us a character token for the Swordsman. So we are off and rolling. Look at that. There he is. Not even sure who he is, but there he is. Woohoo! And now check this out. Right to the side of it, in the middle of the parking lot here, there is this cover on the ground, and it's flashing in black bricks or cosmic bricks. So we're going to switch to the Ultimate Ultron, and he's going to go ahead and manipulate those bricks. And look inside. Ooh, it's another character token. It's the Superior Iron Man. So we're getting one step closer to having all of the available Iron Mans, and we'll go ahead and knock out that trophy achievement for playing as all of them in one session here at some point soon, too. All right, now, if you've been following along, you probably know about Agent S.H.I.E.L.D. He has 2 missions scattered throughout the area, and this happens to be the second one. So if you have not completed the Industrial District, which was actually the first area of the Manhattan hubs that we took on, you actually need to complete that mission before this one will pop up. So again, if you have not completed the Industrial District, make sure you go to our playlist and pull that video up and then get through that and then come back, and then this mission will be here. So that's how that works. All right, so in this mission, we have to go to 4 different red blips on our map, and it's weird because it says we only need 3 guns, but there's 4 blips on our map. So we're just going to keep on keeping on and follow around to the different blips. You can see that we actually picked up the second weapon there, even though we didn't see it actually happen. And I go back to the beginning here and look at this blip, and then wait, it turns out there's only 3 blips, but mine wasn't gone yet because that 4th character was still there. So somehow I took out the character holding the weapon and flew off, and because I didn't take out that 3rd and final character there, it was still having that red blip. So my bad on that. I was kind of confusing you, even though I didn't mean to. I promise I wasn't setting you up for failure. It just kind of happened that way. And all right, so 3 blips, 3 weapons, we get all 3, and now we're going to head back and return to Agent S.H.I.E.L.D., and then we'll also do some dolphin diving on the way there. Woohoo! But we'll also get the Death Locket character token, so that'll be the 3rd character token already. We're moving right along with these character tokens. But we are going to go on a gold brick. Well, I guess not really. We're going to get a couple gold bricks and then another character token, so you're welcome, Agent S.H.I.E.L.D. I do believe this is the last time we see him scattered throughout the area, but we will take the Death Locket character token as a reward. Thank you very much. All right, moving along over to the back side of the Avenger building. Well, I guess it's actually, it depends on how you look at it. It's the far right side, but if you're looking at it as the parking lot as the front, then go to the back. Now, you're going to have to drop down a level or two, and it's kind of on the beach. There's going to be this generator in need of repair. So we have Iron Man out, who is capable of doing those repairs. We switch on over to a character that has the ability to do scanning. And it turns out there's a target we reveal too. So we already knew that. So we pulled out a character who could do both the scan and the targeting. And it happens to be Black Widow. And look at that. We're going to go ahead and shoot that target. It actually charges up that bar and then lifts up the little lock over the shield switch terminal there. So we go ahead and use Captain America to pump it up. And look at that. We've got a treasure chest that opens up and gives us our first gold brick. All right, we're going to actually follow this tunnel right up to the top here. And if we keep on keeping on straight ahead, there's going to be this tree kind of off to our left side. You can see the big tree right there. Watch. We're going to run right up under that guy. And there's this little tree right next to it. We're going to go ahead and do a little butt slam. Ka-chow! And look at that. It reveals a treasure chest with a lock on it. So we're going to switch to our favorite silver brick breaker, which happens to be Iron Man. And look at that. Blow! We blasted that off, and now we're waiting for it to open up. We actually have to give it a little incentive. So go up and touch it up a little bit, and the gold brick will present itself. And make sure you plug your nose while you grab that, as you see the little poof behind it. I know I'm probably being immature, but you know what? I still don't know what's going on there. That's a really weird animation to add there. But all right, just behind that tree, there is a red Skycycle on the ground, and we're going to walk up to it and press the Skycycle button. And that's right, we actually initiate a battle here, and we're going to go ahead and get our cha-cha-cha-cha on. But this is one of those ones, too, where if you happen to have a character with like a heat ray or laser beam, it'll actually activate this weird little sequence where you have to rapidly press the button that shows above. For us, it was square, and once you get all of his hearts removed, he actually gives us the character token for himself. Ooh, and you probably noticed just off to the side here, too, there's a bunch of these dancing tents. I guess they're more of like, well, yeah, I guess they're kind of like cheapy tents. We're going to go ahead and target a couple of them. There's 5 total that you need to take out. When you take one out, it actually respawns the timer to 9, and as long as you get one before that timer runs out, and all 5, I should say, before the timer runs out, it'll give you this gold brick. That's one of the easier time-based ones, if I'm being honest. So hopefully you got a character like Iron Man to go ahead and blast all of those and get that gold brick. All right, this one's a little tricky. I'm actually right above the entrance that I need to go into right now, but I got a little sidetracked and I flew up top here. And to be honest with you, I saw those purple and bluesies and had to go, I got to get them all. So I went and grabbed those, and now I'm going to drop down below, and look at this. All the way down here, there's a couple of little caution signs there, or I guess they're caution, whatchamacallits. But we're going to run right by those, and look at that. We find the Hulkling, and who is that? The Wiccan? Wiccan? Is that his name? Yeah, Wiccan. Both of these guys are just chilling in here, and they ask us to help them on a mission here. And look at that. We have to take out some bad guys. It's a bunch of dark elves. It looks like there's 20 total that we need to remove for them. And once you get all 20, you're actually going to get rewarded with a character token that we do not have yet. So that's a bonus. And I highly recommend Iron Man for these, rapid succession killings that are needed here, because we have to take out 20 guys. And I know I've mentioned this before. The Vision and a couple of other characters do shoot things, but they're not nearly as powerful as these rockets that Iron Man shoots. So, plus, look at that. I got a lot of buddy-up, team-ups going there, and it works out pretty well, too. All right, all 20 completed now. And the Hulkling says, what? Oh, yeah, that's right. He tries to make it sound like he's all buff like Thor. Anyways, we go ahead and collect our character token, and we can go ahead and keep on keeping on. Right up above us, there's actually a race. So there's a billboard up here, and right above the billboard, oh, look at that. We find ourselves a race. This one happens to be for Hawkeye Skycycle. So I'm not real big on the vehicles. If you've noticed in any of my previous Lego games, I don't really drive the vehicles very much unless it's like part of a mission or somehow it helps us, like get to one spot to another, whatever. With being able to fly, it kind of defeats the need for wheels, and flying's almost always faster than driving. So anyhow, we're going to go ahead and get through all of these floating gates, and eventually we'll get to a purple one, and that'll give us the old character token. Psych! the vehicle token for Hawkeye Skycycle. I don't know why I always call it the character token, even though I know it's a vehicle token. Anyways, moving along. All right. Come on, last but not least, the purple one, and it's over on the right-hand side of the beach area. And we've kind of got everything up in that very tip area. So we're going to go ahead and backtrack back to where we just ended that race and drop down onto the ground. And we notice that there's this cracked rock or wall on the ground here. So we're going to switch to a character that can smash that. So get your ka-chow on. We chose Thor. You just simply have to press the icon indicated right above it, and it knocks that down and actually reveals an Avengers scan point. So we're going to pull out somebody capable of scanning, and in our case, we pulled out the Vision, and he's going to get his beep boop beep boop on, and hopefully I'll get a good scan here. Looks like I got all 4 of them on the right on the first try. Woo! All right, and now there's a couple of pieces here. I'm not sure. I think they just need to be built up. I'm using the telekinetic abilities of the Vision, so you might need telekinetic abilities, but I think you just build those up. When you get done, it reveals a treasure chest. Give it the old smackaroo, and gold brick just for you. All right, so we're going to fly inland just a little bit. There's this kind of open courtyard area here, and on the ground, some more black bricks or cosmic bricks, depending on what you like to call them. We're going to pull out Ultimate Ultron, manipulate them so they go bye-bye, and drop in and grab that gold brick. All right, right around the corner here, you can see there is this weird, it's a restaurant, and we are literally right along the back side of that building here, and we notice that there's some glass that needs some sonar abilities, so we get our on with Hawkeye. Doesn't matter which version of Hawkeye you use. As you can see, I pulled out the classic version. Then switch on to a character that can slide on through the grate. And in our case, the Vision not only gets through that grate, but he's also great at melting gold. So worked out good. A little 2-for-1 action there. All right, next is another gold brick. We're going to backtrack here. You can see there was the billboard up above us. And on the opposite side along the river here, ooh, we can see some sharkage. Watch out for them sharks. You probably noticed there was a little bit of an edit there, and that's because I had a hard time with this one. I was trying to hover, because you can kind of fly and hover right over these buttons and press them, and I got really close quite a few times, but it turns out simply jumping did the trick for me. And although I got this weird, notice that I got it right at the last second, but it started it over, but I've got the gold brick, so I don't know if that's a glitch on everybody's or if it was just the timing for me or what, but hopefully you'll get the gold brick and be able to move on too. All right, just inland from that, there's this giant kind of brick building. It almost looks like some sort of a government building or, you know, I won't go as far as to say like a college, but it kind of looks like a collegiate building almost, doesn't it? Maybe a museum type, library or perhaps. But over on the left side of it, there is a twirly pull. We'll go ahead and pull that switch down, hop up, and then we'll notice that there's an Avenger scan point. Luckily for us, we've got an Avenger out that can scan, twirly pull, and shoot targets. So we'll go ahead and shoot the target that the scan revealed, and that's going to go ahead and charge up down below. And look at that, it opens up the old treasure box. We'll drop down and grab that gold brick. Watch out for the... I don't know what's going on there. All right, we'll go ahead and move on to the next gold brick, which is just a little bit further inland. You can see there's a race there. And, ooh, you might notice this gold statue of the Hulkster. We're going to go ahead and scan because there's an Avenger scan point right in front. Once we do, it actually reveals a gold box. And you know what we do with gold? We pull out our heat ray, and we'll melt that down. And look at that. Inside is a gold brick. We're going to go ahead and melt down the Hulkster, too. This is totally unnecessary, but I thought, hey, I wonder if we'll get some studs or what we'll get for that. But turns out it's just studs. So now that we're feeling extra studly, we'll go ahead and cross the street. And we notice there's a foot race here, so we'll go ahead and switch to our favorite foot racing character, Mr. Quicksilver. And, all right, we'll go ahead and put him to work now. And as you can tell, we've got that gold requirement up there. We're going to go ahead and make sure we complete this race before that goes away. Otherwise, we will not get that vehicle token. Ooh, I said it right this time. And, all right, keep in mind, too, while using Quicksilver, not only is he faster than most characters on foot, he also has the ability to boost. And you can do that by pressing the circle or B button, depending on which platform you're playing on. I apologize, I still don't know what it is for PC or Wii U. But as far as the boosting goes, I highly recommend only using it when you're going in a straight line. Even if it's only for like 1 or 2 seconds at a time. You can see I just boosted right there, got in a straight line. Oh, I didn't even boost there. And some of these I boost more than others just to kind of, show you that it's possible or when to boost. But for the most part, I try not to use it because I want you guys to see that it is okay to make some mistakes and that you don't need to be like absolutely amazingly perfect. But get all the way to that purple gate and you will get rewarded with the S.H.I.E.L.D. truck, which, again, not a big fan of vehicles. And a big old truck, I don't think that's going to make it to my list of favorites either. And, all right, I love how Quicksilver can run up and down walls and all over the place. He kind of flies at times almost. But we're going to head back to kind of where we started here. In fact, we're right back where we started. There's the race over on our left. We're going to hop the fence and head back towards that coast over there. And as it turns out, all of the remaining items are out on that island over there. So we still have Quicksilver out. So we're going to look at that. He can run on water. How cool is that? Only problem is I can't seem to get him up the side here. I think I eventually have to switch characters. I get real close a couple of times and I think, oh, I'm going to get it in a minute. Nope, not going to get it. Oh, I do eventually get up there. Look at that. And all right, so we're going to need to swim, jump, fly, however you get out here and get on this back side of the building. We're going to see this generator next to some digging bits, and we're going to go ahead and switch to our favorite character with the digging ability, which happens to be Reptile. And we go ahead and dig up a box, and we smash it down, which reveals some buildable bricks that, oh, look at that. We're going to get our on because it's a techno panel. That's right. Go ahead and fill up the meter by pressing the icon rapidly. And look at that. It opens up the door and reveals, look, is it a scientist? Whoever it is, he's in need of some mind control. So we'll go ahead and switch to the vision and make him pull that switch, which gets rid of those laser beams and allows us access to go get that gold brick and that air biscuit. That's right, the gold brick air biscuit. All right, up on top of the buildings, there is this kind of separate building. It almost looks like a giant octagon or something. It looks like a stop sign or something if you look straight down on it. But in the middle, there is another glass piece that needs some shattering. So we pull out our sonar arrows and get our on. And look at that. It's gone. We drop in and grab the gold brick. And last but not least, there is one right down below us. See, this looks like a jail. I don't know if this is supposed to be like some version of like Alcatraz or something, but it's obviously I know Alcatraz is nowhere near Manhattan, but I just wanted to make sure that we were clear on that. but anyways, we could see that there is a gold brick hiding behind some laser beams, and right off on the front side of your screen there, you can see down below there is a cracked wall. So switch to a strong character, smash that crack, and go ahead and flip the switch inside, which will then remove those laser beams and give us access inside to that gold brick. And then guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We only have one more race left, and that'll be it for this hub. Oh, Manhattan hub area. I know that's kind of confusing. So we already did hub 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and now we're doing Manhattan hub 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's craziness, I know, but follow the playlist order and you should get it now. We chose Thor as our flying character, and why? Well, because we seem to think that he is kind of the quickest to move up, down, left, right, and turn around. The animation for some of the characters, like jumping or turning around, takes a long time. Like, for example, pull out Ultimate Ultron and like fly one way and then turn the other way and see how long it takes. And then pull out Thor and then try the same thing. And look, maybe we're wrong. We didn't pull out a timer and, stopwatch these guys, but I'm kind of feeling like Thor's a little bit faster, so take that tip or not, whichever you prefer. And we're just going to keep on going through these blue gates, and we're going to get all the way to that purple gate and get that character psych vehicle token for the Mooncopter. That'll go well while we're on our Mooncycle. Sorry, I've been watching a lot of The League lately. I know that sometimes the sitcoms that I watch during recordings often spew out onto the videos, but hey, guess what, guys? That's it! We've got all the collectibles in the forest area, so we're gonna wrap up the LEGO Marvel Avengers video for the Manhattan Hub number 3, the Forest Free Roam! And we hope you guys are enjoying these. I know there was kind of a short break there. We explained all of that on our Facebook page. If you're watching this a long time from now, I don't know, maybe you'll never know why it was such a delay. But anyhow, head on over to Facebook, Twitter, or simply definitely comment, vote, subscribe down below. If you really want to know, you can ask and I'll tell you. Otherwise, head on over to HappyThumbsGaming.com. I highly recommend you check out our Trophy Achievement Guide section. We have a guide for this game as well as plenty of other LEGO and other games too. Dougie and I are trying to work on expanding those guides to more than just LEGO games. So if you guys have a request of something you'd like to see there, please let us know by dropping us a comment. As for me, that's going to do it. Until next time. If I'm being honest, that one came out a little funky, so let's try that again. As always, until next time. See ya.